and you guys raised $3,384 for this gentleman and his family to rebuild their family home, help his parents. A lot of destruction. So I appreciate that. He's the guy that does the graphics for us, and you can see his work. Our website is up in the sense of an Amazon storefront. You can see the 3
even
products
crazier.
we sell.
Crazy.
And you can see a few pictures of me, so no laughing. But it's the Practical Survival site. I'll put a link in there so you can check it out. But he wanted you guys to know on YouTube especially, he appreciates the help. $3,384 is huge for him to try to rebuild. The only sad thing is...
how far does that take him?
With the new formula, this mascara gives 20 times more volume to bare lashes and...
Figure $3,000 in makeup or Ukraine, right? You know, that'd be my one I do for the day, I suppose.
So, uncertainty all around.
Inflation, shortages, their terms, their words. All these file cabinets up here for AR. When you break down $3,000, there's an infinite number of things that it could be. When you think about pinpointing the source inflation of
let's get right into it. Today's going to be a little
it.
shorter, but I'm going to do another one this afternoon just to keep it from being 20 minutes long. A lot of information. Let me go fast for you. This is a police officer. He's sitting in a patrol car right now with 193,000 miles. A lot of the patrol cars are missing parts, so they can't be running. 193,000 miles on a patrol car is dangerous.
Well, thermodynamics is a tough one for minimum safe for flight.
These people do this a lot of times. The latest one takes
training
24 hours to
again.
do.
You know, when
latest
you're
one,
doing
they only saw 2 cops
$1,000,
on the
like
road.
you're here for training
Semi-trucks
and food.
massively
Realistically,
reduced the
I can
numbers
take care of
driving.
certain things. There's BH
Notice,
subsidies
I've got this
that's like
report from
husbandry with
numerous
all
people
the
that
goat
live close to
bulls
interstates.
and hen
They say it's
chickens
eerily
and
quiet
peafowl
sometimes
or
when it should
whatever.
be boom, boom, boom. Semis
Scout
go
keepers,
by.
I'll tell you. Right now, they way
Colorado for
off.
7
I mean,
days.
who made
Fuel went
investments
from
that go
$4.19 to
2 years ago to
$4.59.
200 on Apple to
They
140
noticed car
now,
traffic was
and
also
plus
down.
where we're going with it all. You know, when you catch them on something like that, of the 5-year or 10-year, 5-year spreads, it's like, what do you do? It's like, keep it investing. I thought I was investing in you so we didn't have to go bear market. We didn't have to do that shit for the wolf pack and everything like that, especially with the baby formula. And town's blowing up. I may build in after review. Engineer crew, OP briefs on Schrodinger's wave function.
$9.95. Also, a particular bread that they enjoy, been out for weeks. This is information from a group, a large group, a diverse group, probably a prepper group, but he didn't say that. And it's Texas gas is averaging $4.29 to $4.89, so it averages about $4.50. This is a director of operations for a restaurant.
The only reason money, the most expensive sites should be like, what, like Chicago? Why? Because California port, anything on there, you got Alaska, Texas, anything off the East Coast, the hand coming into the point about what is the longest points, and that makes radiant, Gaussian, optics, the Carl Sagan Universe, Loaf, Nuke, and Mars, fog.
This is a large restaurant brand, and their sales are way down. They also have some products that just made for their restaurants.
The kids today on Programming Limit, I don't know it, but usually I'll shake out Programmer when I get one about it. Because, well, dyslexic. I can make it totally crypto. The logic mathematically follows pattern. They're in the superposition quadrants of what the Bush is doing on the OP brief. So the land nav of rebuilding Ukraine, Chicago, Portland. You come in, do a first sergeant review, start some patrols, figure out what those limits are, figure out where the free radiant energy is, put something in the frame rate, make it worth it, tighten, evolve, try to make it better, efficiency.
Normally are $6 available locally, but
somebody didn't do that somewhere. We have commands about it. It's usually up at the top. I need you on Total Photon Review inside Fermilab, well, Hadron Collider. Photon, EM, electricity, about hertz. on X, Y, and Z.
Also, they closed
right?
One of their restaurants,
and you have to figure out a way to make that work. See, that's your first patrol. What do you mean, X, Y, Z? Well, the electromagnetism from the first patrol. It says I got a little resistance, let's say, in this area. And what I mean, the photon on that being electromagnetism seemed like a mortar, but the hertz on the ground actually correlated it to a thermobaric bomb, bro. Fucking inflation.
Processing is a lot of outages, at least 1 to 2 a week, and it's not normal, and no reason given by the company.
You see, Sarge? No,
Fire
Sarge.
extinguishers 1 to 2 weeks out. Fire alarm boards not available.
Right now.
Wiring months out. They have 4 new jobs on hold and waiting for parts.
In town, the MOS is no different in Hancock or Binghamton or New York City of quadrants and details about that number and how you utilize it.
2 workers to a truck, but it's killing production or productivity.
Well, if that doesn't come in and check, they don't have enough personnel. They're usually using the military to run around and do a bunch of shit they're not supposed to do. I mean, cops are cops. You have to look at this for a moment and say, alright, I have to be able to bones my sheriff and head chief state trooper about what workforces, mental health, dual diagnosis, as far as evaluation that is not fucking drug and therapy, or Mongor in the local facility, bro, or the QED guy giving the director of information technology and the college dean, right? The NP problem, organizational field theory and students, the STEM thing about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics having space of exact energy design for globular, smooth, different bananas, apples, pears, corn, corn, green revolution. You want to make sure that thing.
Club manager at a golf club, probably a country club. Yes, country club. Memberships down 42%.
You ever had.
Restaurant, bar, pro shop, sales down 64%. Parts for the mowers and the golf carts, impossible to find. Another person works for a large chemical rubber plant. Tires, limited supply. They're only making the
You'll get it there. I'm on review. What's the trick? 90 days. I was like, I can't bones you until you're 90 days.
Make it turn into gloves, medical supplies for tubings, hoses, catheters, seals,
or whatever. One that Gaussian radiant becomes 100 feet. You do 2 minutes. You got 100 feet. You run loops in a circle for 2 minutes and see what you got.
Grocery store, $21 an hour. Crazy.
It's $15 an hour. Like I said, I will be in my review today. I'm also a time fraud, work fraud thing for Sharps. Sexual harassment isn't just sexual harassment, it's heat, it's energy, in Fermilab about grammaticking that result. Inflation is how you deal with it. If you're actually real clever about it, you'll follow the Navy Astrology Center and Fermilab stuff, space-time, about maybe, right now, 2020, Penzrel stuff, and a few of the other ones. It's not just, it's a local galaxy with a different type of black hole, which makes a different field strength, and it's a real hard math on 6373 parsecs, but more mathematicians are getting smart about it, and it's in trouble.
No paper to turn into.
It's like trouble. 200 negative 3, 7. If it's here, inflation is hard because Universal Sandbox has it just 1 degree different. When the optics of, I have to go look at it now, says that asteroid wasn't where it was, given any conventional maths that might be, you know, the model inside of there, NP, S order, P order, you get into the heavy. And again, these are studies. These could people, some do right now, and it is the same thing.
Are strapped for cash. That's bottom line. Said they're struggling to buy products.
Calculations win wars, and if the lensing from the black hole said to get it here, baby in the bathtub, all that.
End of last year, chicken feed was
the ground shortage, ground boots on ground.
It went up to $13 or $13.
Again, you can't just do this because when you do it from there, actually what the problem is something a bit different. When you're not doing the work or doing retirements, like industrials into my own company, because you'll get into Tesla's stuff, you'll get into Boot Barn. This is me actually tracking Boot Barn from 2001, I think is what this was, and she did. She pulled 140, but I didn't know that at the time. And that's all right, Fannie Mae. That's okay. She went up to 140 over that when I was tracking her. And if you're doing the logic right in different forms, and then limits and systems, and what's industrial, because what's actually happening is I'm a sensor. I get to now. 52%. There's a reason for me to be on those mountains at least.
Lunch meat up 28%.
Or whatever I'm dealing
cheese 40%. Ice cream 11% up. Milk 28%. Bread 13% up. The oil that he uses 25% up, and that was motor oil. Apple,
and so when you're doing this object, he just said words.
Then we could get an honest evaluation of
inflation. He just used words.
This guy's lived in this area
and let's say that's my Das Boot Barn account, right?
487 up to 507.
I'm the Salty Sharps.
This
is my paycheck.
North Georgia,
roughly in that area.
They just raised their toilet paper. I think it's their in-house.
All right, so that's the object.
Ran 9%.
What just happened?
Also, his Walmart Great Value canned potatoes, he was paying 56 cents. It's jumped to 74 cents. That's a 40% price increase.
That's a fishing rig. A little survivalist thing. A little map on some of the STEM problems of resume patents, building it, assembly, parts, special syndicate designs, general forms, Sharps forms, what have you.
I'm going to do another report. I have
670 Grumman or 150 or whatever you want to do. What is it? 685, which I think is drug therapy trials on. I mean, awesome, man.